Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jamudirayat Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Hari Vantatat Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। श्रील रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। We have a beautiful topic today. We are covering Canto 5, Creative Impetus, Chapter 20, the studying the structure of the universe. It's seemingly ordinary verses, verse number 38, 39, 40. Describing the Loka mountain, how the whole Brahmanda is like egg shaped. In the middle earthly planet, it is covered with 7 different oceans: salt ocean, liquor ocean, honey ocean, ghee ocean, yogurt ocean, sweet water ocean, cane sugar juice ocean, Jumbo Dvipa, Plaksha Dvipa, Salmala Dvipa, Kusha Dvipa, Krauncha Dvipa, Pushkara Dvipa. In this way, these 7 islands in the middle, egg is like this, we explain. In the middle is the Bhumandala, and then this 7, it is covered with. In the center, Meru mountain is there, and the edge of the boundary of this is the Loka mountain, which has been described now in these 3 verses. Here, Lord is residing very mercifully. Great mountain, huge mountain, billions, 2 billion miles, 1 billion miles from the Loka boundary of the this whole planetary system to the spiritual world. Loka. Through Loka mountain, one can enter. That's where Lord Krishna took Arjuna, as we will explain. From there to the middle of the Bhumandala, where Meru is there is 1 billion miles. On the other side also it has where nobody resides. Loka. People reside on one side, people don't reside on the other side. 2 billion miles distance is there, so vast. On that, Lord is residing. So we'll connect this with the beautiful pastime of how Lord is dear to his devotees and how devotees are very dear to the Lord, especially Lord Jagannath. So most of lordships they reside on a mountain. So in Vrindavan there is mountains, famous mountains. In Jagannath Puri filled with famous mountains. And Tirupati is also filled with famous mountains. So and the prayers are also consist of those mountain names. So Navadvip Dham also has mountains. So beautiful description will connect sweet pastimes of Lord Jagannath, especially which connect. So first we'll read these verses. 38, I think we stopped yesterday. 38 or 37. I think 38 and 37, yeah, 38. एतावल्लोकविन्यासो मानलक्षणसंस्थाभिर्विचिन्तित कविभिः सातु पञ्चसात् कोटिगणितस्य भूगोलस्य तुरीयभागो अयं लोका आलोक अचला chala and achala. Chala means moving, achala means not moving. Mountain don't move, so that's why they are called achala. Nila chala. Nilachala Kshetra, Nilachala Nivasaya, or Sri Venkata Nivasaya, Srinivasaya Mangalam. So like that. So everywhere you see the connection to the mountain. So when you see the mountain, you should connect to Tirupati, like Lord Srinivasa, or you should connect to Lord Jagannath, Mahambodhestire, Kanakaruchire, Neela Sikhare. Beautiful golden blue mountain. Lord Krishna is blue. Lord Jagannath is also that is having a flute, but nobody can see. Only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can see. He's having his flute. And there's a special pastimes. So we'll connect there, but please wait. Translation by Prabhupada. Learned scholars who are free from mistakes, illusions, and propensities to cheat have thus described the planetary systems and their particular symptoms, measurements, and locations with great deliberation. They have established the truth that the distance between the Sumeru and the mountain known as Loka Loka is one fourth of the diameter of the universe, which is 1 billion miles. That's what we explained. From Earth, middle of the earthly planet, to the Loka Loka mountain is all the way edge, like the egg we explained. So middle portion is vast. So that the edge of that portion which touches the spiritual world, Viraja River Brahma Jyoti, is that 1 billion miles. If you draw a line from center to the all the way end of the this earthly planet. So that is where Loka Loka mountain is there. And the height is also big. Sun rays cannot cross over it. There's a golden portion where things will go like it's like a Bermuda Triangle. Things so you can't perceive it. Things disappears as soon as it enters. Nobody can reside there. But there are other tracts of land which is called Asoka Varsha and Loka Loka mountain. There people reside. So on the top of this mountain, Lord is residing, which is explained in the next verse. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, purport which Prabhupada Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has given accurate astronomical information about the location of Loka Loka mountain, the movements of the sun globe, and the distance between the sun and the circumference of the universe. However, technical terms used in this astronomical calculation given by the Jyotir Veda are difficult to translate into English. Therefore, to satisfy the reader, we may include the exact Sanskrit statement given by Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, which records exact calculation regarding universal affairs. So that we won't be able to chant and understand because it's complete full paragraph Sanskrit. It is like the explain like Ranganatha Gadyam, Srinivasa Gadyam. It completely goes like a paragraph. It is hard to pronounce it even. So तद् उपरिस्ताश्चतस्रु आसा आत्मा योनिना अखिल जगत् गुरुणा अधिनिवेशिता ये द्विरद पतय ऋषभा पुष्करा चुडो वामनो अपराजिता इति सकल लोक स्थिति रेतवा. Here it is mentioned four different elephants on Loka Loka mountain. Four different elephants are there. That's what I mentioned. They are maintaining the planet. All 14 planet system they are maintaining it. Lord has empowered them. That is why the names are given. On top of the Loka Loka mountain are four Gajapatis. Lord Jagannath's place is ruled by who? Gajapati. Gajapati Raj. It's Indradyumna Maharaj. So Gajapati they call. Where they carry also one of the pastime in Tirupati, in Mayapur, many places the Lord is taken on a elephant position. Mm, Gajavahana, Suryavahana, Chandravahana. These are the various festivals they do during Pavitrotsam, different Utsavas festivals. Lord likes festival, Lord likes Abhishek. So, so that in that way also you can understand. Gajapati, the best of elephant, which were established in the four directions. Many things to be discussed. Elephants also in Ananta Padmanabha temple, famous temple, or Jagat Sakti Prabhu explains. Beautiful pastimes are there with the Lord and the elephants. The elephants almost like act like a human being. They train and they offer their obeisances. There's so and they went back home back to guarded also. Very sweet pastimes are there. So a few other places also, but there it's very prominent. The elephant pastime with the Lord. So which were established in the four directions by Lord Brahma, the supreme spiritual master of the entire universe, is taking the position of Guru. But the original Guru is Vande Krishnam Jagat Guru. He is the spiritual master of the whole Brahmanda, the spiritual world, material world. But he is given the post to become a spiritual master and to guide. Like Lord Brahma is the or Brahma Madhva Gaudi Sampradaya. Like the Lakshmi is Sri Sampradaya, Ramanu Sampradaya. She is the spiritual master. And then she descends, many become, she empowers, and then disciples come, they become spiritual master to propagate the mission of the Lord. Same way Rudra Sampradaya, Lord Shiva becomes the spiritual master there. So, and then Kumar, four sons of Lord Brahma. In this way, four different Sampradayas giving the mercy of the Lord, Supreme Lord. So, Lord Krishna, except one Sampradaya, all three Sampradayas are giving the worship of Lord Krishna. Brahma Sampradaya is talking about Radha and Krishna's worship in Golok and Dhawan. Rudra Sampradaya is talking about Lord Krishna and the same, not but Vatsal Ras. And then Kumara Sampradaya is also talking about Radha and Krishna from Golok in Madhur Ras. Ours is more intensely in separation. Vipralamba Vav means intensely in separation more than Sambhoga. There it's more of the Sambhoga. And then Sri Sampradaya, more of Lakshmi Narayan and Sitaram. That is the worship. So, in this way, these four Sampradayas have unique rasa, unique tilak. So, slight differences are there, but in one sense, they're all worshipping Lord Vishnu, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna. So, here, Lord Rama is one of them. That's why it is mentioned here, spiritual master, because he's our Adi Guru in one sense. In this universe, everybody approaches, all the demigods go to him, any problem. Then he will go to the Lord and he will present the case, and then Lord will respond to Brahma, and the Brahma will reveal to all that. That's the process. Supreme spiritual master of the entire universe. The names of those elephants are Rushabha, Pushkara, Chuda, Vamana, Aparajita. They are responsible for maintaining the planetary system of the universe, not even human being. Elephants are able to maintain. You can understand how vast this is. And this verse is a beautiful verse where Lord is residing. It has been explained. तेषां स्वाविभूतीनां लोकपालानां च विवृत वीर्य उप ब्राह्मण्य भगवान् परम महापुरुषो is Mahapurusha. Even Parikshit Maharaj is also called Mahapurusha. Any great devotee, exalted devotee is also called Mahapurusha. Sometimes Bhagavan, Narada, Bhagavan, Vyasdev. Even though they are Jiva Tattva, but they are called Bhagavan because they are as good as the Lord. That is the pastime we are entering into. Lord Jagannath's famous pastime. Very sweet pastime. By remembering that pastime, if you follow that direction, then we can be supremely blissful in this life and then go back home back to Godhead also. Very easily we can work in this world, be in this world and go back home. Because such a sweet pastime. Lord Jagannath directly intervened and helped, served so much like a menial servant. Lord Jagannath himself came and served, came down from the altar and served this devotee so menially. We can't even imagine doing that to devotees. But that much Lord is telling how dear are his devotees. So many pastimes are there, but that is one of the famous one we are coming to. Bhagavan Parama Mahapurusho Mahavibhuti Patir Antaryami Atmano Visuddha Sattvam Dharma Gnana Vairagya Aishwaryadi Asta Maha Siddhi Upalakshanam. He has all the siddhis, all the perfections. Lord is Bhagavan is used as six opulences, so he has all the opulences. He's beautiful, he's Aishwarya, he is fully knowledgeable. Nobody is beyond his knowledge and his Virya, famous glories. At the same time, is completely renounced. He doesn't want to take any position, just like Lord Ramachandra. So, he's reading yesterday, ninth canto, chapter 11. This Parikshit Maharaj, after describing the whole Lord Ramachandra, how he killed Ravana and came back, ruled Ayodhya, 11,000 years. Then Parikshit Maharaj asked the great question. How did he rule? How did he treat the citizens? Can you explain a little more, elaborate on that? Then beautifully Prabhupada writing purport, Sukadeva Goswami narrating that Lord Ramachandra has so much intimate affection. He treated even his own brothers. He sent all four brothers to go everywhere and conquer all different directions and come back. So he engaged them in service. He doesn't want anybody to just stay busy, stay where he is and enjoy himself, not engaged in service properly. So he makes sure that the citizens who are there in this Ayodhya, he makes sure they are engaged properly doing prescribed duty. They can see him. He is so merciful. At the same time, his brothers also he sent Bharata, Shatrugna, Lakshmana. All of them has two sons, just like Lord Ramachandra, Lava and Kusha. Like that, Shatrugna had, Bharata had, Lakshmana. All these names are mentioned. Parikshit Maharaj has been told by Sukadeva Goswami. Their Prabhupada writing the purport. This is the business. Anybody can become pure devotee, but they should be following the order of the Lord and Lord's representative. Then one can become pure. So even these four brothers, they are Vishnu Tattva category, but They are engaged in the service same way. So don't sit in Vrindavan, don't sit in the holy dham, but your duty is to whatever Lord says. Lord says go and travel and preach, go and travel and distribute books. Then that's what you have to do. A spiritual master says, so you take care of this service. That is your perfection of life. So whatever Lord and Lord's represented here, Lord Ramachandra is instructed all the living entities how to do prescribed duties in different ashrams where they are residing in, doing it. So they perfected their life. So and their brothers also engaged in other service which Lord Ramachandra did. So in this way, all both the residents is indifferent. He was not affectionate to citizen. That's why he stayed there and he gave his mercy, he gave his darshan and everything. No, at the same time he was not because he wants to engage. Otherwise, their brothers will stay there and he will engage in their own enjoyment. But the enjoyment means you have to give service to the Lord. That is actual enjoyment. Not take the service, not do independent. That's not actually the pure devotee. So that way, Sukadeva Goswami is telling the intricacies of bhakti. So through Lord Ramachandra's pastime, beautifully. Prabhupada writing amazing purport there. So that he is renounced. Lord Ramachandra is a great king, but is completely renounced. He used to go in the night time as ordinary citizen in a simple dress and see find out what's going on, how the living entities are, what are they discussing, what are the problems, how they are living, are they doing prescribed duties. This is the business of a pure devotee. This is the business of the Lord to relieve their suffering, to make sure they are following their duties, they are serving according to the instruction of the Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. And Shastra is coming from the mouth of the Lord. So that way, here it's mentioned Vairagya. Even though Lord is full opulence, but is completely detached. And he's not worried about his position, his name, fame, glories. So he's ready to come down to any lowest position to serve his devotees. So that is the point we have to understand. Asta Maha Siddhi Upalakshanam Visvakshena Adibhi. Visvakshena is Vishnu Tattva category. Visvakshena so in many places, just like everybody do, like those who are do demigod worship or the puja, different sacrifice, different puja, they worship Lord Ganesha first and then they continue further. In Vaishnava Sampradayas, the first is Vishwakshena Aradhan. First they worship Vishwakshena, and then you further continue the whole puja and everything. So the first step is Vishwakshena. Vishnu Tattva only. So the garlands and everything is offered to Vishwakshena also. Vishwakshena Adivi Swa Parshada Pravarai Parivarito Nija Varayudha Upa Sovitai Nija Bhuja Dandai is having the Sankha Chakra Gada Padma. As mostly Lord Narayan. He has all this. Lord Krishna doesn't have, Lord Rama doesn't have. His two hands. Lord Rama and Lord Krishna. Lord Narayan has four hands. Sometimes 8 hands also. In few places in Bali Maharaj pastime, I think 8 hands. Um, he can take a number of hands. That's not a problem. But in generally, 4 hands. Vaikuntha is 4 hands. Nija Bhuja Dandai Sandaryamana Tasmin Girivare Samanta Sakala Loka Swastaya Aste Swasti. Swasti means Swasti symbol. It's a very auspicious. So, Graha Pravesh car, they put that Swasti symbol. Swasti means Mangalam, auspicious. Translation by Jagannath Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of all transcendental opulences and the master of the spiritual sky. He is the Supreme Person, Bhagavan, the super soul of everyone. The demigods led by Indra, the king of heaven, are entrusted with seeing to the affairs of the material world because he is the administrative demigod. Demigods also within that they are different positions. Brahma is the second, he is the in charge of the whole material universe. Under that, all 33 million demigods are there. Indra is the administrative demigod. So, special position like that. Kuber is the treasurer. So, like that. So, special post within the demigods also. To benefit all living beings in all the varied planets and to increase the power of these elephants and of the demigod, the Lord manifests himself on top of that mountain in a spiritual body. Because his Lord, any form he may take, Varaha, Korma, Matsya, even though it looks like animal form, or Narsinga, half man, half lion, for a purpose to kill Hiranyakashipu, he has taken those bones, that's why he has to take. So our Hiranyaksha took him the whole earthly planet down into Garbhodaka ocean. Then it's Varaha is easy and it smells. Earth is a smell ingredient. So that's it. Varaha took that earth, went down and pulled on his tusks and brought it and it put in its original place. So according to the function, according to the purpose, the Lord takes that particular form. Of course, he also wants to show that I am there as Paramatma in every species of life, in an ant, in a boar, in a tiger, in a tree, everywhere I am there. So in that sense, there is no difference. So everywhere you can see the Lord. So that also is teaching. Uncontaminated by the modes of material, but Lord is not having a gross body, subtle body like us. So when we are pure, then this gross body, subtle will go away. We have spiritual body, spiritual mind, spiritual intelligence, spiritual senses. No more material. But right now it is contaminated because we are trying to be the master in this world. That's why we have this gross body, subtle body. As soon as we come to the pure consciousness, our original constitution position, Jivera Surupe Nitya Krishna Das. So Krishna's servant, we take that designation, that identity, and work in this world. Then, while being here, like Pandavas were in that category, they have attained spiritual body while living here. Most of the cases, that's not the case with us. When we perfect at the last of end of our life, then we'll be transported to where Lord is performing as Lord Ramachandra, Lord Varaha, Lord Krishna, Lord Narasimha. So according to our rasa, with which particular form, there we will be transported there. There we will be trained in that particular rasa. What service we are going to do there in the spiritual world, we will be trained, and then next we will go to the Lord will take, just like Lord Ramachandra took Ayodhya, all the Ayodhya vasis back to Ayodhya in the spiritual world. So that's what happens. That is the majority of the 99%. 1% case is they go direct, they become spiritualized complete their body while here, like Pandava's case, and they go back home. So that is the exception case, but majority cases that is how generally devotees go living in this world to the spiritual world. Surrounded by his personal expansion and assistants like Vishwaksena, he exhibits all his perfect opulence such as religion and knowledge and his mystic power such as Anima, Lagima, Mahima. There are 8 mystic perfections, starting with Anima, that means smaller than smallest, heavier than the heaviest, lighter than the lightest. Or you through sun days, you can enter sun planet, Ishta, Vasudha, anything you desire, you can get it. All these are 8 mystic powers. Hanuman has all of them, but he used when he needed to kill Ravana to find out where Mother Sita is there. He used it in the service of the Lord. He didn't use it for his own enjoyment. That yogis do to produce, do some magic and make themselves as God and all that. That is not the purpose of the Lord. Or Lord Shiva is also master of yogi. Nobody can beat him in that. Is a master that is called Yogeswara. So he can do all the mystic. He is perfectly mystic. Nobody can understand so easily about him as well. So that is what the great devotees, Hanuman, all these Mahajanas has also. Pure devotee also has this mystic perfection, but they don't use it unless it is really required in the service of the Lord. Then they will use. But yogis, that's not the case. He is beautifully situated. He is decorated with different weapons in his 4 hands. So this is not the purport, but from here we will jump to the pastime of the Lord. अजानुलंबितभुजो कनकावदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरो कमलाय तक्षो विश्वम्भरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो कथञ्चिन् यस् स्मरेत् दुष्करं सुकरं वा विपरीतं विस्मरेत् या श्रीचैतन्यं नमामितं. So it's very difficult to practice bhakti in this material, complex material world, to understand bhakti, to practice bhakti, to stay and do or take care of prescribed duties or homely duties, office duties, business duties, very difficult. But if we do take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose Lord Krishna himself appeared as a devotee in Navadvip Dham, and he stayed in Jagannath Puri 24 years out of 48 years. So he has come to deliver Krishna Prema to everybody. Because if you serve the Lord directly, it's very difficult. So he is very tricky. Lord Krishna is Tribhangi, so it's very tricky to understand to get direct mercy. That's why Chaitanya Bhagavat says, Siddhir Bhavati Vaneti Achyuta Bhakta Ratatma, Achyuta Seva. So if you serve the Lord directly, you may get, there is no guarantee. Siddhir Vaneti, that means no perfection. You may get, you may not get, there is no guarantee. But Nissamse Tad Bhaktas Paricharya Ratatma. If you serve the Lord's devotees, guaranteed. Your perfection is guaranteed. That's why Arjuna has been told, Kaunte Pratijane Name Bhakta Pandas. My devotee, you declare. Lord is not going to, because he can break the promise. As he broke, he took the chariot wheel, ran to Bhishma. So he can break his promise. But when his devotee declares, then yeah, if devotee prays, okay, make this person pure devotee, especially a spiritual master, great acharya, Mahajan, pure devotee prays, then Lord has to make him pure devotee in this life only. He doesn't need to wait next life, however sinful may be. That is possible. That's why Narada Muni could convert Mrugari into Valmiki. How is it possible? I can't even imagine that happening. But it is possible. Now we'll see that through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, we enter into now Lord Jagannath pastimes. Beautiful verse. Jagannath asked him, we discussed before lately, last month or so somehow, captivated, attracted by Lord Jagannath, keep coming. Jagannath asked him, keep coming in the mind. So that is my meditation this morning also, while looking at this mountain. So Loka Loka mountain, I reflected. Mahambodhe Tire Kanakaruchire Nila Sikare. Mahambodhe means great ocean, where it's called Mahodadi in Jagannath Puri. That ocean is also compared with Yamuna, Yamuna or Kalindi in Vrindavan. So that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Mahodadi as. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the great sand dunes because of these waves of the ocean. He used to create big sand dunes. He used to consider that as Chatak Parvat as Giriraj Govardhan in Vrindavan. As I said, mountains are there in Vrindavan. Govardhan is the special mountain from the spiritual world in Golok Vrindavan that is there. In Jagannath Puri, this is Nilam, blue golden mountain, Mahambodhes Tire. On the banks of the ocean, you're beautiful. That is why this Jagannath Puri is called Sri Kshetra. Lakshmi Devi is maintaining, cooking, everything goes on the base of fire is going on for so long. We don't know when it started. Nobody is doing humanly. This is all unhumanly. Lakshmi Devi is the in charge for the kitchen, the cooking, everything. So many items throughout the day, and it has beautiful names also. Gopal Vallabh Bhog from the morning. Uppala Bhog, I don't know, I know only few names from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Each Bhog we have like Raj Bhog, breakfast, Balya Bhog, Raj Bhog, Sandhya Bhog, Shayan Bhog. These are the names of the offering to the Lord. 56 items are offered to the Lord Jagannath from morning to night. Night darshan, Bada Sungar Vesh. This particular pastime which I am going to describe is has happened at that time. The Lord is about to sleep. He eats throughout the day, almost 22 hours or 20 hours, and he gives darshan throughout the day until evening or late, and then late night darshan given to demigods. They come and take darshan in the very late night. That is called Bada Strungar Vesh. So at that time, this particular pastime happened. But before that, we should chant this verse. Mahambodestire Kanakaruchire Nila Sikare. That is Sri Kshetra, Shankar Kshetra. It is looks like a Shanka, means conch shell. Or Neelakshetra because it's a blue mountain. It's where Lord Jagannath is residing. There's a 50 years of Brahma is residing as I forget the Lord's name. And then the rest of the 50 years of Brahma right now we are in 51st year of Brahma. So now he is Lord Chaturdamurti, Lord Jagannath, Lord Baladev, Lord Subhadra Maharani, and Sudarshan. These four personalities, just like Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana, Shatrugna, like that. These four personalities, Chaturdamurti. So Lord Jagannath is residing where? Near to this ocean, bank of the ocean, Mahambodestire Kanaka Ruchire Nila Sikare. On this blue golden mountain, like Loka Loka mountain is also golden. So that's the sun's reflection falls there. And because of that, nobody, and that area where this reflection of sun is falling, nobody can reside there. Anything goes there, disappears. You can't even see. So, like the Barbana Triangle I was explaining, that is a specialty. On the other side, people live. Asok Varsha, tract of land. So similarly here, Golden Mountain, Mahambodhe Tire, Nela Sikare, Kanakaruchire, Nela Sikare, Vasan Prasadanta, Sahaja Balabhadrena Balina. Vasan Prasadanta, very peacefully, happily, very mercifully showering his glance, merciful glance on all the living entities. Yeah, so many can come all over the world. People go to take Jagannath, Lord Jagannath Darshan inside the altar, sanctum sanctorum, and then you have outside also near Garuda Stamba. Those who cannot enter because they don't allow Americans and others. Only if they have Indian body they allow. They have fear because in Shastra it is said that someday one person will come and take Lord Jagannath away from the temple. So it has happened before. Lord Jagannath ran away many times. It has happened. So they are very very much fond of Lord Jagannath. These pujaris, pandas, they're called. They don't want that, so they don't allow Western people. So that's the Lord Jagannath. Patita Pavan is there. So sometimes I think he's also called Jagamohan. Is there in the front where people can see. If you see the top of the mountain with that flag, that itself is Sudarshan Chakra Darshan. That means you got the darshan of Lord Jagannath also. Many ways you can see. Looking at the flag on the mountain on the top, every day they change. It's very huge mountain. Nobody can ordinarily. They don't use any staircases or anything. A person can walk on the mountain and to change that flag. I think three times a day or one time a day it is happened. All so many specialties are there. So in terms of the boga, in terms of the offerings, how many times the Lord is worshipped, different artis, everything has a name. Yeah, Lord's Jagannath Prasadam, what is being offered to the Lord inside is also has a special name, Amani. So when Lord Jagannath leaves the remnant, that is also called a different name. It is called Fela. So Lord Jagannath, tomorrow we'll cover on Thanksgiving Day. Beautiful pastime, chapter 16 of Antarila. Amazing pastimes, which is connected to Lord Jagannath. Many of them are there in that one chapter. We'll describe that in Thanksgiving because it's lots of mercy. Thanksgiving means you have to give mercy to others, gratitude towards others, whole life, whoever's out. That's our real Thanksgiving. And here to Supreme Lord and all his devotees, parents, and friends, so many people who are helping in our life in many different ways. So that is the real Thanksgiving, gratitude. Anyway, coming back to the Mahambodhi Tire, Kanakaruchire, Nila Sikare, वसन् प्रसादांत सहजा बलभद्रेन बलीना Subhadra Madhyastha Sakala Sura Sevavasara. The third line is supremely important because Lord Jagannath is sitting there in Lokalaka mountain, Lord Krishna is sitting as it is mentioned, Lord Narayan. Here Lord Jagannath is sitting in Jagannath Puri. Four dhams are the Char dham. Jagannath Puri is eating dham. Dwarka is dressing dham. Brahmeswara is, I think, dressing up, taking bath. And Badrinath is to sleep. Four dhams, four specialties. Lord Jagannath Dham is for eating. Is eating God. Is always eating. So Lord Jagannath Prasad is special prasadam. So there is giving the opportunity to engage in service to everybody, anybody. So Vasan Prasadanta, Prasadanta means very peaceful, very magnanimous, very munificent. Is not considering qualified, not qualified, what dress, what varna, what ashram, what caste, American, Indian. No, for Lord, he doesn't have any discrimination. Vasan Prasadanta Sahaja Balabhadrena Balina is sitting with his brothers, mighty brother Balabhadra, Lord Balaram, white complexion, white dress, and then Subhadra in between. That is, she is acting as Durga in this world. She is in charge of material world, but she is here Subhadra, means she is acting as Yoga Maya, internal potency of the Lord of the spiritual world, here Subhadra, because she is sitting between the most compassionate Lord, most powerful Lord, Lord Jagannath, Lord Balaram. So she becomes even more merciful. Subhadra Maharani, that's what is mentioned here. Balabhadrena, Sahaja Balabhadrena Balina, Subhadra Madhyastha Sakala, Sura Seva, always, Sakala means always, to everybody. Sura Seva was including demigods also, is giving opportunity to everybody. Sometimes the devotee who has all the qualities are also called Sura. Asura means demons. Sura means devotees. Those who are worshipping the Lord, those who have faith in the Lord and Shastra and the representatives of the Lord, they are called Sura. Those who doesn't have like Ravana, Hiranyakasipu, and they're all Asura. In that meaning also you can take. Sura Seva Avasarado is giving opportunity, inviting. Lord is inviting, come and take, serve me. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatme. So here the beautiful pastime is one beautiful devotee used to live near with under umbrella outside the gate, lion gate of Lord Jagannath Puri. Beautiful, huge temple. There, his name is Raghudas. Raghudas used to make garland. One day he made a beautiful garland, but it was made with banana bark. The thread we also use, in Andhra or in other places, like the coconut plant or the thread, the little golden color thread. People don't use for the deities. You use it to pack up in a big bag, the rice, paddy, all that. For that they use that kind of thread because it's very tight and it's just very rough. It's not, we don't make garlands in any temple. We use the regular white thread, different color, very thin cotton thread kind of. But this is also kind of cotton only, but it's very rough. Uh, so that is not used. So, but Raghudas is very poor, very simple. So he's simple in heart and very poor. So he was making the garland, but his thread is like this. As Lord gives the example, chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita, we have a verse. My, what is it? Sutre Manigana Iva. They are like I am like a thread, invisible thread, and holding the whole universes. So in me by my power, but I'm invisible. I don't take credit. So that's how devotee should become like a salt. Salt is not visible. Nobody is a great salt, Prabhu. Wonderful. You cooked great. You put wonderful salt. Nobody will say. They will talk about everything else, but not salt. So one has devotee means one has to become like salt. You serve, but you don't take the credit. So like that, Lord is also like that. Lord is teaching. So Raghudas was like that. That kind of devotee. So he made the garland, then he brought it to the devotees. Is that rejected? No, this garland we don't offer. This is not at all. Um, this is not follows the requirement. This doesn't follow the rules and regulations. This cannot be offered. They rejected. Raghudas is such a poor and simple. He didn't say anything. He went back. He didn't eat. He was crying. That's why Lord didn't accept my garland. So he was completely distraught. And then during the night time, Bada Sangara Vesh Darshan was happening. They were trying to trust the Lord with beautiful flowers and everything. But then Lord Jagannath is not keeping even one flower. Everything is falling off. Mm. The flower falling also has many different pastimes for different reasons. So when somebody devotee is offering prayers, that time flower fall, garland fall, something falls. That is very auspicious. That means it is auspicious. That means whatever the devotee is praying with pure intention, that is accepted and mercy is given, blessing is given. So many times I have that experience. So and our Prabhupada and spiritual masters has these experiences, and we have seen personally also this happening. Few devotees are praying, and then this happening. So in that sense, also here, but here for opposite case, Lord was not happy. So everything was falling out. That also we have seen. Recently on Sunday itself, I have seen this happening. Yes, it happens when he is not happy. Also, yes, so from Radharani's the backside, the whole thing fell off. Whole thing fell off. It's rare to see, but yes, it happens. If they are not happy, then these things. The opposite also there, positive is also. In this case, Lord Jagannath was not happy because his devotee was not happy. His devotee was made a simple garland, they didn't, they rejected. So then they tried, why is it happening? That means we might have made some offense. Let's find out. So they said, okay, we all will sleep in the temple, we will not eat, we'll fast today. Let Lord indicate. Generally, Lord Jagannath used to indicate many different pastimes are there every time. To the head pujari in the dream, he will indicate what went wrong, what's going on, why he's not happy, why he's behaving this way. So that night, Lord Jagannath appeared in the dream of this head pujari, and then he indicated to the that head pujari that this is what happened. My great devotee has made this garland out of banana bark, and you thought this is unqualified, so and you cannot be offered. And see now, he didn't eat, he didn't sleep, could not sleep, and so he's crying. And first, so I'm not satisfied with your worship. I don't want to accept anything. You first bring that he's there at home. Please go there and take that garland. You bring and offer it to me, and you tell him that so that I have told. And then that's what happened. They went and told Raghudas that Lord Jagannath wanted your garland. Then it took and offered. Lord was happy. And this was going on. Then everybody got to know. After that, they will offer now that kind of garland with that thread also. They will offer even now. So that's how Raghudas became a famous. And Raghudas is why Raghudas? Because this devotee is seeing Lord Jagannath, but he's not seeing as Lord Jagannath. He's seeing as Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. He's seeing when he's seeing. Yeah, different devotees, Lord Jagan, because Lord shows different forms according to the devotee's desire. Bhava Grahi Janardhan. That's why we have to do service in the mood in which it's supposed to be done. There's a consciousness of the devotee. How he does service is very important. How we chant, for whose purpose, what is intention is also very important because he's extracting that intention only, the consciousness only. Bhavagrahi Janardhan. That's why it's called Krishna consciousness. International Society, Antarjate Krishna Bhavanamrit. Krishna's consciousness. What Krishna is thinking, how he is so dear to his devotees. He is dear to his devotees, and devotees are dear to him. He is always thinking about his devotees. Yeah, Krishna directly takes charge. Prabhupada explains nectar devotion. Yamaraj is recording. Your Chitragupta Yamaraj is recording everybody's case. What they are doing, what they are not doing, what sinful activity, everything is recorded. But Lord Krishna is recording his devotees, every account. Hmm. Because he's so attached to his devotees. Personally, Yamaraj is doing for all others. But Lord Krishna is doing personally his devotees' account. Lord Prabhupada is explaining that. He's quoting the verse of Bhagavad Gita 4.11. Ye yatamam prapadyamste tam stataiva bhajam mama vartamanu vartante partha sarvaja. If he is not recording it, then how is he telling? According to the degree of one's activities and surrender, I reciprocate. How can I say that? So Lord is not personally present, we are not able to see. Then how we can you tell that according to one's activities, one's thoughts, one's consciousness, then I reciprocate accordingly. How can he say that? Unless he's recording and he's noting down what this devotee did, what kind of service he did, 1% or 2%, even half the flower, brought some boga. How does he know if he doesn't record? So that's the Lord is telling in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna told many verses like this. He is not sending somebody else. Many pastimes are there. Arjuna Acharya pastime of Ananyas Chintayan. He has doubt. He's reading this particular verse. He thought, why will Lord send? He is so master, supreme master. He will send somebody. So he is so master. He doesn't need to come. Oh, he will not come. But why is he telling here that I personally take care? I personally arrange everything. No, no, no. I think there is some. He had some confusion. So then Lord personally came to the Krishna and Balaram came and delivered everything. Then he wrote where he draw some line there, had a confusion. And there he erased that and he took the prasad there. His wife served both of them, Krishna Balram. He went and then he came back and then he was surprised what has happened. Then his wife revealed. Then he understood. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paripasa tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogaksham bhahamya. For whom? Ananyas chintayan. Those who are exclusively taken shelter of the Lord, and then I take care of every need, material need, spiritual need, everything. Yeah. Pandavas were taken care by the Lord. Yes, Prahlad Maharaj was taken care by the Lord. He's not asking for anything. Prahlad didn't ask. So many difficulties. But everything, Lord took all the things, everything. So yes, that is acceptable. For his devotees, everything is noted down. The Prabhupada beautifully explains this. Many places throughout many books, Prabhupada is writing, quoting this verse and explaining. So according to the degree of one's surrender, one's purity, one's consciousness, in what consciousness one is doing. You could be chanting so many rounds, but for whose purpose are you doing? Or whom you want to please? Is it for your own pleasure? Which benefit are you deriving it? For what purpose are you doing? Same thing with the hearing, same thing with reading, same thing with service. You bring anything, are expecting. Pure devotee means he doesn't expect it. He wants to only please, like the mother is cooking for the son or daughter or for a guest, lovingly doing it. She's not expecting he's going to bring something, he's going to give me something. No, she's not expecting anything out of love. So this is loving exchanges. When that is there, then Lord takes extract that consciousness. Otherwise, Lord has everything. Why he needs to take something from us? Everything belongs to him only. Why he is not hungry? He doesn't need anything from us. It is only extracting that That's why Lord will take accept. Anybody, even if you offer a banana, if it is a simple flower, or you offer so many items. But if it is done with, if it is like Duryodhana brought hundreds of items, Lord didn't even go there. Lord went to Vidura's house, he took simply banana peels. His wife forgot, she is in ecstasy. She didn't even know what she's offering. She offered leaves and she put the actual banana throat. So, but still Lord accepted because intense devotion was there. So this is the Kuchela or Sudama. So puffed rice. This is all. This is the same thing happened to Raghudas, and this pastime is the amazing pastime. After that, the second pastime with the same Raghudas is even more amazing because this shows how much. Yeah, this might have happened many temples, but this pastime is rare to happen, and this has happened. Now Raghudas became very sick, so sick that he couldn't even get up. Nobody is there to take care of him. He's so poor. And he had to leave his urine and stool, everything, same bed and everything. Nobody is there to serve him. Nobody is there to take care. Lord Jagannath used to come every day as a small boy and take care of everything. Hmm. clean, everything. Prasad, whatever, everything is to take care. Just like a person, just like his family member. Uh, then one day it was revealed to him, Raghudas. Raghudas that some the ordinary boys, somebody is coming to help him, and then he was revealed who is this? He's not ordinary boy. He found out this is Lord Jagannath himself is coming out. Then he started conversing with the Lord. Oh my Lord, how can you do this? It's a great offense to me. How I am supposed to give you service, and how can I accept and that to this kind of menial service? This is not at all befitting. It's a great offense now for me, for on me to accept this kind of service, so menial service. So contaminated I have because all these things are contaminated stool urine all these things so but Lord said I am very dear to my devotees. I, as much as devotees want to serve me, offer me, dress me, cook for me, everything, and that much even more dear to my devotees. I also want to serve them. I also want to feed them. So personally, not sending somebody personally. So Lord Jagannath is ready to serve even at that capacity. We can't even imagine because we don't serve that way. We don't serve that way. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this we'll discuss on Thanksgiving Day. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took that, what Jagannath is showing, that level, that whole chapter 16, beautiful pastimes, how much mercy, everything about Lord Jagannath, his darshan, his prasad, exemplified. He showed how Jagannath darshan you should take. Who is Lord Jagannath? What is his mercy? How prasadam should be taken? Everything he showed. He showed also example of Kalidas, great devotee. Whole chapter is filled with so many pastimes, not one, two, almost four, five, six pastimes are there in that. The chapter begins it with a beautiful verse. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exemplified, because many people will take it very wrong. Jagannath, yeah, I have taken darshan, I have seen many times. I'm taking every day Jagannath Prasad. Even the one could be from Jagannath Puri, but very taken very gently, very lightly. But this is very emotional, very deep. This Raghudas is a very great devotee. So that's why we pray through these devotees. We don't directly serve because Lord was attracted by the intensity of their devotion, like Prahlad, like Narada Muni. We pray through these devotees. If you want to serve in any capacity, because they could serve to the best capacity, Lord was very much attracted by their gopis. So Yashodamai, we take that's why we offer through Guru, spiritual master, through Sri Prabhupada. We don't offer anything directly. Anything. Flower, garland, art, nothing, nothing directly. Because we are not, we have so much dirtiness. Body gives dirtiness, and internally we are mind, intelligence so corrupted. Always we want to really serve the Lord, but mind is going somewhere else. This is our natural consciousness what to do. So that's why by on behalf of the spiritual master, on behalf of the great devotees, like Sabri offered, all simple, simple devotees. Those who are simple in the heart, it's very easy to please the Lord, serve the Lord 24 by 7. They always do it only for the Lord. They don't maintain themselves. Lord maintains them. That's what happening with Raghuda. That's what happening with the gopis. That's what happening with Shabari. Otherwise, how she could live? Matanga Muni left long back. He told. He didn't. Matanga Muni was a great devotee, great acharya, great sadhu. That he has given the facility. She was serving in the night time, early in the morning. Nobody knew who's cleaning this early in the morning. But who Matanga Muni is the one who took the shelter. Who will accept? Nobody will accept. No sadhu sannyasi will accept a lady, girl, and doing the intimate service. Generally not accepted. Prabhupada allowed it because that's what it needs so much compassion. So the Matanga Muni has accepted. Everybody rejected, but he accepted. Okay, let her serve. Let her do all the service, cleaning the place before you wake up. What is the problem? You don't need to see her. So before that, she is finishing. What is your problem? So let her do. So he allowed. And at the end also, while leaving, he told, don't worry, you stay here. Lord will personal will come. I am not so qualified to see the Lord, but you will be given mercy. So this is the mercy of the Lord. This is the mercy of the Lord's devotee. Yeah, through Matanga Muni, he is able to get. So it's always the case. Majority of the case that is it is. Lord, through Lord's devotee, Lord's mercy will get it. Directly, Lord giving mercy is an exceptional case. Exceptional case. Very rare, very rare case. But majority are in this case. So that's why we serve those who are very attached to the Lord, Lord's devotees, the spiritual master or founder acharya. mm, in that way. So that's why everywhere in all sampradayas it's very key. They always remember whenever they doing service, they always on behalf of Ramanujan, on behalf of Madhvacharya, on behalf of Nimbarkacharya. Always you remember Acharya because Acharya is very dear to the Lord. So every day they remember. At the end of the day, beginning of the day, middle of the day, because by that Lord will be very pleased, and we will also get to that consciousness of these great acharyas, great devotees. So by remembering this Raghudas, then we can understand how to please the Lord. Lord Jagannath was very pleased. So that's a personally served, personally came down, personally revealed all of them. Pujaris, they were serving. Every day they were. Raghudas was not going in the altar and doing all that. We think like that. Oh, this pujar is great. They are doing service. What I'm just coming to temple. I'm just offering small things. I'm nowhere. I'm nobody. No, yeah, even that person can get more mercy than the person who's inside the altar. He might be looking at his cell phone, he might be doing, he is in front of the altar, but he's doing something else. Yes. So being inside with the Lord is one thing, but with what consciousness one is doing, that is even more important. So that through Raghudas, that is, he is sitting outside the gate, he's not inside. He didn't even go inside the temple. So he was at his home when Lord Jagannath is to come, personally serving, taking care of his bodily needs and everything. This is the most amazing pastime to understand and relish it and enter into this mood of consciousness while we chant, while we hear, while we do service of the Lord or spiritual master or his devotees. Then that will be perfection. Then we take everything positively. Everything is optimistic. We become enthusiastic. Raghudas was very enthusiastic devotee. So he wants to please the Lord. That is the only intention. So he has no other intention. That is how many examples are there. Kolavich Sridhar was like that. All his simple life, banana leaves, banana stems. That's all he had. That's what he used to sell. And he used to live by that. Half of the money used to engage in Ganga worship. This is in Simantadweep, out of 9 islands in Navadvip Dham in West Bengal, Mayapur, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born. So there, one of the devotees next to Rajapur Jagannath temple, this devotee's house is there, Kolavich Sridhar's house used to serve the so Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally used to come. He didn't go and do like how he did to Kalavi because he was so simple devotee, so much in pure in the heart. Throughout the day, in the night, throughout the day, he's selling. He's doing just like we're doing office work. This is a great example. Always Razor is showing how to be fixed in prescribed duty at the same time doing it for the Lord. In the night, he used to whole night also used to chant the holy name. Everybody's what he's hungry, he doesn't have food. I think that's why he's shouting the Lord's names. Is disturbing. That's what they all. But Lord knew. Lord sent. Devotees find out. Bring him here. Nobody knew who is Kolave Sridhar. They had to go and shout and find out who is this Kolave Sridhar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every day used to go and beg, argue with him. Give me this banana leaves. $1, no, 50 cents, no, 25 cents. No, I will not give anything. Sometimes he used to take away things and not pay a single thing. Just to convert, to be with him, to have a dialogue with him, to give his personal presence. And this is all these pastimes, as Lord Ramachandra pastime, these are there. As Lord Jagannath pastime, Lord Krishna, Lord Venkateswara pastimes, these pastimes are all there. Because Lord is coming for that only. Why he has to come from spiritual world to material world? For this reason only. He is a very affectionate. He doesn't want to see suffering. He wants to showcase how much devotees are dear, how much devotees serve with great intention to him, to the whole world. He wants to attract everybody to that position, to that service, and he wants to take them back home, back to God. That's where Lord comes as Varaha, Korma, Matsya, Narasimha. Uh, so all these wonderful forms, Lord Balaram, Lord Krishna, Lord Ramachandra, Lord Narasimha, all these wonderful forms for this purpose only, to attract. Everybody is attracted to different rasas. You name it, a movie or sports, anything different rasas. Otherwise, why people are attracted to certain things, certain sports, certain activity, certain places, certain personalities, certain people. So yes, certain drinks, certain food. This rasa is there, this variety is there. Variety is the mother of enjoyment. So Lord also comes in various innumerable form, not one form, two form. That's why as Lord Jagannath, he showed Gajanana Vesh as well. So Hati Vesh. So because that devotee is only want interested in Ganesh. Then Lord Jagannath showed Ganesh Vesh. What else can he do? He wants to simply purify him and attract him. So that's how Lord Jagannath is very compassionately, mercifully. Durga Devi is the one who brought Lord Jagannath in one instance. Many reasons are there. That is one reason. So she didn't get Narayan Prasad. So then she prayed that not only me, but all my sons and daughters, all my children, as to because Durga Devi is the mother of this universe, because she's in charge. Then she prayed, okay, Lord Narayan said, okay, I will appear, Lord Jagannath, and I will distribute. First, you will get it, and through you, everybody else. It is Mahaprasad. Mahaprasad, Lord Jagannath, and then taken by his devotee, and then from there, Vimala Devi, Durga Devi is named there, and all others will get it. So, Lord Narsingh Dev is also there in the temple. Lord Jagannath has many. Hanuman is there, so many. It's a vast subject to enter into Lord Jagannath's pastime. So many pastimes are there with the various devotees, but various details of the temple, their offerings, how many offerings, how the cooking is done. Everything is unique and special and auspicious to enter into that particular consciousness, the purity. Yeah. Anything, if dog enters, everything is thrown out. Again, they will cook. Yeah. Not even teeny contamination. Everything is pure. That's a Jagannath Prasad, you can take even if dog eats on one side, another day. Yeah, this is what happened in Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur's time. During the Annakoot ceremony, so dog ate there. Then they told, oh, dog ate there from this Annakoot, big mountain. Where? Show me. Then the devotee showed and he went and took that. There only he took it and he ate. So then everybody else ate. This is the purity of the devotee in consciousness. So that's a Lord Jagannath. Anything, anytime you get it, don't wait for I will take bath. Now I'll, I have to brush my teeth. No, you take immediately. That's what you take. Or if it is Ekadasi, you touch to your head, you offer your respects and you keep it for next day. If it is Ekadasi, we don't take the grains like Tirupati Prasad. So Mahaprasad has to be remembered and that consciousness has to be there. Many times it is taken lightly. That's why we should not leave any one grain, even one water when you take tirtha. That's why the pujari is very careful. He puts double hand and then on bottom there's a cloth also. Because one drop goes down, then you're wasting. That means you didn't understand the value of it. That's an offense. That's the every grain, but most of the time it's not understood. Devotees, so much prasad is wasted. You will see grains everywhere. Things are falling down. No, immediately you have to clean. The flower also, anything of the Lord is has to be taken as good as the Lord. The flower, the garland, anything, any remnants from the Lord, because it's touched by the lips of the Lord. That means how important it is. So that problem is that only that consciousness has to be carried. If that is there, then our life will be perfected. That only is the problem. That enhancement of the consciousness. If we do that by the association of devotees, our chanting will improve, our consciousness will improve, our life, how we see things so through the eyes of the Shastra, eyes of the Lord, eyes of the devotee of the Lord, we see the whole world. It's wonderful creation. You will enjoy your life every day. And then you will pass away from this world also, just like change of body, change of dress. You will be transported to spiritual world. Yeah, Lord will send his representative and will be taken. You will be in a party. While here you will be in party every day, and while going also you will be in party because you will not be alone. Like Dhruva Maharaj went with associates, Ajamil went with his associates from Haridwar. Yes, this is the beauty of the process, but one has to enter deeper into this understanding or consciousness. So that will stop here.